Presenting Miss Bertrand Charles. Good day, class. We are Group 6. On behalf of my group, I will be presenting to you music in Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. The rich and vibrant country of Jamaica is known for their music that travels across the board globally. In order to understand the diverse and captivating culture of this country, it is very useful to understand their history. In the 1900s, instruments such as guitar, banjo, rumba, box, and hand drums with an African style was created for a new genre of music known as mento. American jazz, rhythm and blues was combined with mento, led to the birth of ska. Characterized by its rapid, jumpy tempo created by short piano or guitar stab on the offbeat, ska was the national sound of Jamaica throughout the early 60s. A change was observed in the tempo and music became slower, creating rocksteady. Rocksteady first came into being during the long hot summer of 1966, dominating the Jamaican music scene for 2 glorious years and paved the way for reggae. Reggae was developed in 1968. It became the island's dominant musical style, initially characterized by a guitar rhythm that accentuated the second and fourth beat in each bar, or a shuffling organ style. Dub. Dub primarily consists of recordings being manipulated and reshaped, usually with extensive use of echo and reverb effects, with the vocal and various instrumental tracks intermittently dropped in and out of the mix, placing an emphasis on the drum and bass parts. In the mid-80s, advancement in recording technology revolutionized Jamaican music, creating a digital sound that soon became widely known as ragga. Initially marked by its simplistic arrangement, bereft of any analog equipment, the sound opened the way for a new generation of young performers to make their mark on the local and international music scene. Passing of Bob Marley in 1981, the roots and cultural sounds of the 70s was supplanted by more forceful inward-looking style of dancehall, reflecting the sounds currently popular among Jamaican audience, typified by nonsense lyrics that dealt with the pleasure and pains of every life in the ghetto. Trinidad and Tobago is a small twin island in the Caribbean seas that lies off the northeast coast of Venezuela. One key feature of this country is their cultural diversity, which was the influence of European, Indian, Spanish, and Arab. The ancestors of the people who live in this country today have their origins in different cultures. The main language of the country is the English language. However, they speak English Creole, which contains elements of the African language. Trinidad's multicultural heritage gives our music an intriguing eclecticism and a range of rhythms and styles. There are various musical genres present on the island. The steel pan is an indigenous instrument to Trinidad and Tobago that dates back to the 1930s to the 40s. This country is well known for the multiple genres of music such as soca, calypso, chutney, extempo, kaiso. Calypso is derived from the West African style called kaiso as a means of communication amongst the slaves and as entertainment. Kaiso is still used today as a synonym for calypso, highly rhythmic and harmonic vocals. It was a dominant form of music now only heard during Carnival. Soca, the soul of calypso. Unlike calypso, it is usually about partying, escapism, and feel-good vibes. Soca is king, especially during the carnival and fetes. It is said to be invented in 1963 by Lord Shorty. He added Indian instruments including the dulak, tabla, and dantal, and soon revealed reggae as the most popular form of Caribbean music. Soca reached its modern form by early 1970s under the influence of American soul, disco, and funk music. By this time, most of the Indian-derived elements had been removed from the genre. Rapso. Rapso has become the most influential of these two main descendants of Calypso. It arose as Black Power and Pan-Africanist thought spread in Trinidad. The steel pan is originated in Trinidad and Tobago during the 1940s. It is the only non-electronic musical instrument created in the 20th century. Pan is most popular at Carnival, when the Spaniards are abuzz with activity as steel orchestras prepared selection for the panorama. Major highlight of the season. Chutney became a massive form arising from the Indian population during the mid-1970s. This music style derives from the Hindi folk songs Parang. Parang is Trinidad and Tobago's traditional Christmas music, brought over by the Venezuelan migrants, accompanied by the instruments like the cuatro, box bass, and marc, sung in Spanish. Parang was traditionally sung by the roving bands of serenades called paranderos. Today, parang groups are well organized and much in demand on the Christmas party circuit. Jamaican music evolved from one form to the next over time, whereas Trinidad and Tobago's were created due to its diverse multicultural heritage, distinct musical genre. I hope that the information provided by my group and I in this presentation was helpful with the comparison of music in Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. Thank you so much for your undivided attention. I hope that our references helps you with more information on the topic.